Okay, so here we are. We're with Ron with Castrucci Auto Group, and we're going to do a little quick tour of everything that Borroughs has done for you guys. When was this put in?
3 years ago.
3 years ago?
Yes.
And it was it looked lovely before, but it's better now, I assume, right?
Yes, it's much more organized.
You gave me a little tour already, and I was like, stop talking. I want to hear everything that you guys did.
This area is where our special order parts come in. When a customer orders a part, but we don't have it in stock, the part comes in, and our system allows us to tag it with the customer's name and all the information, so we can contact the customer and have them come back in. As we walk through here, we have hanging racks, which is much easier to find the items, along with the existing shelving.
Everything you were showing me before,
everything is done by bin location and part number in sequence. So when you look up a part in the computer, it shows you what bin location is, and based on the number sequence, you'll know where it's at on the shelving. Much easier to find it. It expedites picking parts.
You pull from both sides on this one, it looks like here. It's on the Rivet-Span. You can just pull from either
side, correct. Yeah. We do a lot of hanging racks, which make it convenient for lines so they don't get damaged. We don't have hardly any damage on this type of material, where a lot of stores have problems with this. Hanging them allows us to eliminate the damage, and we offset the rails so the long stuff goes in the back and the short in the front, which makes it very convenient to find.
Very smart, very smart.
We pull both sides on our Rivet-Span systems. As you can see, our parts bins are pretty full.
Yeah.
This is we sell a lot of parts here. We do a wholesale business. We handle stuff for the collision shops. So with that, we need to have stuff on hand. As we'll go back through here, we'll show you some more areas.
This is impressive. What's up? This looks great.
One of the areas that are very beneficial for small parts are these roll-out drawers, where all the parts are put in sequence. It's easy to find the numbers, and based on how these were put in here, once again, back to bin locations and back to individual
partners.
What are these
parts? What are these?
These are all miscellaneous small parts. Could be for bolts for the engines, could be clips, could be little molding stuff they use for the collision
all the
center.
Little tiny things. So when I ran over the pothole and it busted my whatever it is covered on the bottom, these pieces are exactly what I was looking for.
Small bolt. These tend to get lost in parts departments.
Oh my gosh.
If you in fact put an operation like this in place from Borroughs, you can find your stuff immediately. It expedites pulling parts. So if you want to do something, we scan them. The stuff is all scanned. These are scanned, and it shows on the computer.
See, that's what I like to see. I like to see, because I hear all the time small parts, small parts, small parts. This is what you're talking about.
This is what makes handling small parts doable every day, and it allows you to fill an order quickly, where you don't have a lot of labor.
I can see how all of this would get lost.
Yes,
this would all get lost. It'd be crazy. Look at this. Oh my gosh. So how many drawers of these do you have here?
Wow.
Yeah, like hundreds. And all of these drawers they just slide out.
They're all full. Yeah, they roll out really nice, and they're deep enough so you can have an assortment of size of items in them.
And they open all the way up. So
all the way up. They're full open.
Nice. Gosh. There's more parts in here than I would have ever imagined. Look at all these over here. What are these? These are like wipers or
Wiper
something?
blades, yes.
My gosh.
Air filters. How
many cars do you serve? What brand are these cars?
Those are for all the Chrysler vehicles, Jeep vehicles.
So every Chrysler Jeep vehicle parts are all in this facility. All of them.
Yes.
Every part.
That's
crazy.
One of the other things that Borroughs had, which are exceptional, is these rollouts to save your employees' backs. These will handle rotors with no problem at all. We can put 400 pounds on a shelf here with no issue at all, and it makes it very easy to pull the parts. Very easy to.
Just 30 pounds right here, just this one.
Yes. So you're not straining your employees' backs over the period of time. But once again,
look at that. That is beautiful.
Full rollout. It's a full rollout system.
That is quality. Look at that. That is nice.
As you can see, we have a pretty extensive selection of rotors.
Yeah. Well, you got to have them for every car.
Every vehicle, for both the Jeep line and the Chrysler line. One of the other
more rotors. These more rotors.
More rotors.
Man.
One of the unique features is the Borroughs battery rack, which allows you to load the batteries from the back, so your oldest battery is always in the front. So you're always pulling your oldest inventory out first.
And then batteries, that's super important because these do drain over time.
Correct.
You let them sit, it's a chemical reaction, so they're going to break down over time, especially if the weather's cold or whatever. But it's pretty nice in here.
Yeah. Climate control is a lot better
it's nice.
inside.
Look at this place. I mean, this is just...
Once again, additional pull-out drawers, full extension. You don't have to go back and dig behind it like some other companies. It allows you to keep items where you can find them.
Was this a new facility?
This was a new facility that we laid out. And when we laid it out, we put all the shelving in place, and then we installed the lights.
Okay, nice.
So
smart.
The lights are all in the middle of the aisle, so that you got high visibility.
So none of the technicians had to ever deal with a disorganized room at all. They came in here and it was already fresh. Nice.
Yes, we put it in.
Glad we could do that for them. They've never had to struggle, is what you're telling me.
No. And what it does is cut your timeline out for pulling parts by having stuff organized and knowing exactly where it's at. So all of our stuff is pretty much scanned in. All of the bin locations are all numbered, so you know exactly where to go in the system to find items.
Well, we were talking to the technicians, and they knew right where to go on everything. They have the part numbers and everything organized in their brains, memorized, and they just pull it. They know right where to go. So
with the shelving, everything is pneumatically coded in here, so you know exactly where the part is. It'll be in 1063. It's in shelf B, and you'll look at the part number, and they're put in sequential.
Nice. Plus, it's just the lack of stress of trying to find something this whole time. It just helps with the mental state of everything here.
It's much more convenient when you can find the part immediately, fill the order, and then go to the next order.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is expediting your maximize your use of time every day for your customers, for both your technicians and your outside customers that are coming in.
With no wasted time, exactly. In and out, time is money type stuff. What are all these over here, Ron? What is all this section?
This shelving is for our wholesale. As we get our wholesale orders in, they'll pre-pull the stuff in the morning, and then our drivers pull the parts off of this, load them in their trucks. We have 4 trucks here running, and they will expedite and go out to different collision centers and other dealers that buy parts from us because of our inventory.
Looks like they're good at their job, it looks like.
Yeah.
In and out quickly.
It cleaned out every day. So as they pre-stage the stuff here, we have 2 counter guys there that handle the wholesale. They pre-stage the parts here. The drivers come in, pull the parts based on what their locations is, where they're going to go first, second, third, and fourth for the day.
Nice.
So in the afternoons, they'll come back and we'll reload the trucks again.
And this is something you talked with Tyler about, like
Yes.
we need to have a section just
Yes.
like this, and he was able to
we are
design it in the program and
pre-pull everything.
Nice.
So.
Very nice.
Do we want to go up?
Let's go upstairs.
We're
Absolutely.
Go up on the
Let's
second
go
floor,
upstairs.
which is mostly your collision parts.
Again, all of this taken into consideration when you were organizing. Look at this stuff. Holy.
Where do we want to
These
start?
are big old box. Anywhere's fine. Look at this. Wow. You guys have so much product.
Most of the inventory up here is for collision centers. A lot of moldings, a lot of the plastic parts, radiators, extensive amount of additional plastic parts. All your fender liners are up in here. All your extra little body parts, dash parts, all through here.
How, like, so this is way bigger than I ever thought it would be. That's the thing. Is like this place is huge. The number of parts that you have here, I don't even know how you could function if you didn't have it organized.
If you want to find the parts, you got to be able to know exactly where they're at. One of the other things that Borroughs has is a molding rack, which keeps the moldings from getting damaged or bent. So you're storing them in a manner that's very easy to find.
Gotcha.
And
so these can lay flat and long, basically, is what you're saying. So we don't
have damaged moldings.
You know, nothing stacked all on top of each other. There's nothing bending. I mean, it's molding. It'll probably mold to the shape if it was being bent the whole time. Yeah, same. Yeah. Okay. Look at this.
It works good. It's a really important if you do a lot of selling to collision shops, because they hate getting the molding in, and then they open it up and it's bent. So
I don't even know what they do. Do
they send it back.
Okay, there you go. They send some wasted money again and time.
Then it's a timeline issue.
And then it's your problem too, because you send them bent stuff, I assume, right?
Yes, we have more. These are all bumper supports in here.
Oh my gosh.
Extra panels for, and then we get into fascias, hoods, doors.
You knew this was going to be this big, though.
Yes.
You knew that you were going to need this much organization, this much.
We designed this to accommodate collision parts, and to do that, you need a nice space, and you need, once again, proper racking to find out where the parts are. Once again,
so serious planning. You had to do a lot of planning. How long did it take to plan this all out to get it all put together?
It was probably a month and a half, 2 months.
Oh, is that it? I would have guessed much longer.
Well, we used a computer to lay it out with based on what our physical space was, and then what we wanted to place in there. So based on that is how we did the design.
Gotcha. So you started with like the CAD drawings of the rooms and said, this is what we have, start building?
Yes.
And you and Tyler bounced it back and forth a bunch of times, I imagine?
Yeah, there were some changes made.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, you guys are the experts. You know what you're going to need in your space, and that's what Borroughs is there to do, is to fill out what you need.
You can see by the way we have the racking how convenient it is to find the parts.
Yes. I mean, it's very organized and clean. So like you said, these are all the numbers, and then tech just knows to come up here, and these are all the same part inside this area. Some of these parts are enormous. Look at this part. This thing is, what is this? This is huge.
It's a side panel.
Side panel for what? A truck?
For a van.
Oh, for a van. Okay, that makes sense.
And here's another one that's even larger.
Look at that
but
thing.
You have to plan for these kind of situations ahead of time. You can't put these in at the last minute. You have to sit down and figure out what you're going to do.
How do you get these downstairs?
We have a forklift that we use to raise the stuff up with.
You don't make Tim come up here and throw it over his shoulder then?
No, Tim doesn't have to do that.
Oh, okay.
What we did was put in sliding gates. So we have sliding gates here. Our forklift lifts everything up here to the second floor, so we don't have to manually carry everything up.
So just a few guys got to come up here, grab that box, slide it out, move it over to the forklift system, and then back down.
Back down.
Again, talk about organizing and planning ahead of time. That way you make sure you get it right. What is this over here?
These are fascias. These are all your plastic parts that go on the front and the rear of the vehicle. They're kind of cumbersome to inventory.
Yeah.
So we found out it's better if we hang them and then we put them in numerical sequence. They're still back again. It has a code number on it for what location it is, and it allows us to carry more inventory in a smaller space.
Very nice. Very cool. All right. Well, thanks, man. That's everything, right? I know we just did a quick tour, but I felt like it was a very organized and busy tour.
It is a busy place.
Yeah,
for sure. Because we sell a lot to a lot of different collision centers within the area, and other dealers buy inventory from us based on what we have in stock. So
I say it was a quick tour, but we covered a lot of ground as far as like everything that you could go in and out of to find these things quickly, and I'm impressed.
Correct, yes.
Nice. Cool.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.